And they said it's an all-white town in Arkansas. And baby, I wouldn't last a minute there. As soon as I walk in, all the men there are gonna find out they got jungle fever. I'm not gonna even lie. The mayor, the sheriff, the church deacon, even Mr. Tractor Supplier himself will be looking at me like I'm Sunday dinner. Talking about I ain't never seen one like her before. I know. But what kills me is men who act like they don't like black women, put a dark-skinned baddie with lace for days in their face with big lips and some lip gloss on, they gonna fold asking about, oh, you like country music? Sir, you were born racist. I'm not blind. So y'all let me know. Should I take a little road trip? Might turn the whole town into the interrogated experience. Zinc, Arkansas, y'all better hide your husbands. They're racist. Not blind. They racist. And I hope y'all ready for me. I want y'all greeting me with open arms.
Good morning, good evening, good night. It depends on where you're watching me from. It's a baby precious. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's see more about this video. Let's negotiate about.
So for those of you that plan on moving to Arkansas to build the ricotta cheese only town, go ahead and do it. Do it. And don't be so concerned about why we're concerned about why you want to do it. We're actually not. The only concern that we have is, when are you going to call us to help you pack so that you could get there quicker? Because we could give two shits. But I have two conditions, though, for you guys to move. When you do move and you create that town, make sure that it's a town that you can't come out of, and the only people that could come in is more of you. I mean, when you think about what you need to come out for, you have no reason to come out. So make sure that you have everything that you need. And speaking of everything that you need, condition number 2 is, get rid of all the things in your life that were created by black people, brown people, Spanish, whatever, that made your life a whole lot easier. Get rid of all those things and see how long you last. And you'll find yourself being preoccupied with what your neighbor's doing, because your whole existence was based on what we did. And now that you won't have us to observe and watch and lie on and whatever, see how long you last going against your neighbors.
Alright, guys, let's go there. Let's be clear. This is not just about protesting a supermise when they said you don't let everyone into your home. What they really mean is not disbelieve black people just or LGBTQ folks are even worth of sharing public space. Sundown exclamations, readings, is it the same old playbook with a new blurb? Strugglers, they trust it up as community's values, but it is excluded pain and simple express science civic rights protest. 70% of black Americans live in neighborhoods with less access to quality schools and care. Okay? So let's see.
The whites-only town in Arkansas is confusing as fuck. Not because you have to be a white man who has European descent. That's not what's confusing. I understand that. I could really give two shits about that. The second requirement is you have to be Christian. That confuses the shit out of me, because I don't know how you want to be excluded from every other race, and then on Sunday you pray to a guy who's historically known as a brown man. Like, you know, Jesus was born in the Middle East. He wasn't born in fucking Europe. He was born in the Middle East. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe someone can explain it in the comments, but do they know Jesus was a brown guy? Jesus was not some, white guy with blue hair and, gold hair. He wasn't, Jesus was not white. The man was brown. So it confuses me that, they don't want to be near any brown or black or, Mexican people, but then want to pray to a historically brown guy that was born in the Middle East. That's just confusing as shit.
Y'all care about them building a whites-only town? I don't. You want me to tell you why? Because I know how to mind my business, and what the next person eat doesn't make me ish. I do not want to be a part of it. I care as none, and a lot of black people don't feel away. We don't feel away because we don't care. Y'all do what y'all do. The issue is when we try to do our own thing, you guys come and want to F with us and want to F over us and mess with us. We care nothing about what y'all do. I don't care. And black people, stay up from around there too. Don't go over to babysit nobody kids. No nannies, no cleaning services, no none of that. Whites only mean whites only help, mean whites only everything, okay? It's not for y'all. And it's so sad because majority of them voted red, and they perpetuate a lot of hate in the name of God, in the name of Christianity. Which I don't know what kind of God they serve, but baby, God don't bless no mess. But listen, we cares none. Y'all do what y'all do, be great. Build more, so we won't have to worry about going on with us. Okay? Thank you.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things black own this and black own that. So a white man, Eric Alwal, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street. And yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild, and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one.
I don't know if you've heard about this, but did you know that there's a group of white people that want to make a white-only community in Arkansas? And what's crazy is it's starting to spread into other states. What's staggering is the fact that there are white people cool with it.
It's so weird watching black people get mad at white people for starting functioning white communities. It's like, you know how happy we'd be to see black people start a functioning black community? Like, we would leave you to it. We would be, oh my goodness, good for you guys. Unironically, please. Like, you already have the demographics in Jackson and Detroit. There are zero scenarios where the political outcomes of those cities are not entirely within the parameters of black organization and responsibility. So turn it into Wakanda. Like, I would feel solidarity and pride with a 95% low crime, high productivity black city, or several in the United States. I wouldn't be like, we need to get in there and diversify it. I'd be like, no, let them do their thing. And if a bunch of Caucasians want to go in the woods and milk goats alone, shut up. You've underestimated how central tribalism, like ethnic tribalism, is to the human condition. And in trying to demonize it, we've repressed it to the point that it's now coming back with a vengeance. But it's not innately evil. You can still have in-group preference, a desire to preserve your culture and way of life, and have solidarity with a community of people who are like you, while respecting other groups. And like, let me just say, white people don't care if black people want to be left to their own devices. I promise.
Sweetheart, black people have done that before. And guess what happened? White people came in and burned the motherfucker down. Look up Tulsa, Oklahoma. Why would anyone want to live in a community where there's not other cultures? Different kinds of people you can learn from. I bet that fucking white commune is not gonna have shit because there is no white culture. It doesn't exist. White culture is raisins in your fucking dumbass cold potato salad with Hellman's mayonnaise or Duke's mayonnaise. That's what white people is. Why would you ever want to live in a community that doesn't have multiple different cultures, different people, different outcomes, different things that happen so you can learn? If you have that, racism typically disappears. Frankly, white people should never be allowed to have some shit like that. And the way this country has treated black people, Latinos, Hispanics, indigenous people, Asian people, they all should have their own shit for reasons. And if you don't know those reasons, then ain't nobody helping you, man. You have the knowledge of the world in the palm of your fucking hands. Utilize it.
Apparently, it's a city in Arkansas that's supposed to be all white. They just gathered over there and just won't let anything other than white live there. Guess what? Nobody cares.
Funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas, black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Popo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, because I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is, again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes. I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Because truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
Please guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. I love you all.